Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're going to be talking about money advice that just didn't really cut it for me. It didn't really make a difference. Now the reason I wanted to make this video is because I feel like some of the things I say in my videos, in my personal finance videos, are not, the standard advice, and they're always things that ended up working for me after a long period of just having things not work for me. We're kind of getting onto a theme for this video here. And the big kind of obvious one I've been getting a lot of questions about on TikTok actually is, why do I not like the 50, 30, 20 method? Why do I always bang on about the 60 and the 410s? I'm not going to say them all right now because it takes me the entire video to actually just say the method. 60, 10, 10, 10, 10. Yeah. But the system just did not work for me. It's the system that it is really good. It's actually really good. If you're new to budgeting, it's the system that I would probably recommend you try out, but it just didn't work for me because it was way too vague and I'm too much of a damn control freak. That's it. That's literally it. I just liked a lot of little portions of my money having a very specific purpose. I felt being given, the 20%, here's 20%, go save some money. I was like, oh, what do I do with that money? Like, where do I save it? What do I save it for? Is 20% enough? How do I even, how is a girl supposed to go from impulsively spending while depressed to I save 20% of my paycheck every month? Essentially what was splitting out that 30 and the 20%, the 30 for your leisurely spending and the 20% for saving and investing, hopefully splitting that out and giving each a smaller percentage a purpose really helped me. It really gave me clarity on where the money was actually going and what it was doing and like when I would be able to spend it, what the saving was eventually for. Having that end goal and generally just having a full well-rounded purpose to why you're spending, that really sorted me out and pushed me towards 60, 10, 10, 10, 10 rather than 50, 30, 20. Don't know if you realize or if you can see this massive friggin' mic, but I did get a new mic and I'm trying it out for this video and I don't really know where to place it, so I'm gonna put it here and kind of hope that it's not like way too in the way of the video. I think that's working fine. Oh wow. So you're gonna have to bear with me until I figure out where to put this big bad boy and how to like hang him on top and be all full-blown YouTuber. We'll see if this does the trick. Let's talk money advice that didn't work for me. Really back into the subject. Another thing that just did not work for me is, the whole save more money. Are you bad with money? You should save more. Do you save any money? No? You should start. Again, how can you go from impulsively spending when you're depressed to I save X amount of money every month? Maybe some people can do that. Yes. You should probably make a YouTube channel if you're one of those people. For me, I could not do that. It was more of a really deep dig into my mindset that had to be done, and I didn't realize that it was a mindset problem until I kept failing at being able to save money consistently. I think it's also pretty dangerous to just try something cold turkey. Was that the right phrase? Like, I think I know pretty much from meme culture how easy it is to spend money impulsively on a night out or on holiday just because, it's there, it's money you can access. So you make the transfer while you're in the club, that kind of thing. And it's a really easy thing to do if your mindset and if your habits and if your financial goals aren't, airtight and actually given proper attention over time. I do have a video on my channel about money mindset that I made way back when in 2020 when I first started, making all these changes and really growing a better relationship with money and nurturing a better relationship with money. So check that video out if you wanna. Another thing was being told to spend less. I mean, this is always a hard pill to swallow and it's probably money advice that people hate hearing but probably should follow, me included. Way back when and now. I don't know what I'm talking about. And now. But spending less is really hard to do if you already don't really bring in that much money and your essential outgoing costs like rent, bills, all that kind of stuff, food, make up quite a big chunk of what you're bringing in. It's almost impossible to spend less. And if you feel like you're in that situation, and I mean genuinely you feel like it's impossible to cut out elements of spending, there's things that you can't change and there's things that you can change. And if you're in that bubble of things that you cannot change, of things that you can't change at all, where do you go from there? And where I had to go from there was really just looking at my spending and thinking, okay, my rent is X. I can't cut it out. I can't change it. What can I do to make it go down? I could get a roommate. And that's what we did. And it wasn't like I went and sought out the answer. It was a lot of, good timing. Like I really needed to cut the costs and the opportunity to get a roommate came along. And it was that that made me realize not everything is just cost cutting and penny pinching. And this is also the backbone of the 60 10 10 10 10 method that I do explain in the video, which I will link in the top corners. But I do explain that, you know, these brackets are meant to stay like those brackets. They're not like, oh, if this works for you, try it out. If you can get your essential costs to be 60% or under, you should really aim for that to be like a hard bracket, a hard categorization of money. Another thing that really didn't work for me that's really popular in the financial blogger area is cash envelopes and like physically separating out money that you don't want to spend. Now, this never worked for me, and it never will work for me no matter how rich I get or how much I need to budget. Putting money aside in such a strict fashion for me just made me fear money more. And you know the saying, if you fear money, the money's gonna fear you. And that I did. I tried the cash envelope thing. Like I tried to take out the budgets that I'd set myself for like going out for shopping and all these things, but I'd end up just taking money from other envelopes, and the other extreme of just really being scared to spend money in the envelope. And I was constantly thinking about the envelope and how much money was in it, what was going to happen if I fell off the wagon, if I spent the money, or if I missed a contribution one month. And you just develop this extreme anxiety that's just horrendous for your money mindset. Again, it just feeds a scarcity mindset, and it's really comparable to dieting. No sensible person is going to put you on a restrictive diet, and no sensible person is going to be able to stick to a restrictive diet long term. It just causes way too much anxiety, way too much stress, and it doesn't build the habits that you need to build to be able to spend more consciously and wisely. My solution to this was actually doing this digitally with sinking funds. And sinking funds are not, they're not digital envelopes. They're not things that you lock away and you can't spend. They're little pots of money that you contribute to for specific spending purposes. The spending pots are quite, liquid. You can move from one to the other. You can have a ceiling on one. You don't have to carry cash envelopes around. It's a much better money management system, I think, and breeds more of a mindset that you can do it rather than being worried about if you can't. Bulk buying things caused a lot of controversy on my TikTok. I will put my TikTok on the screen. A lot of controversy, but the controversy was all caused by people who did prefer actually bulk buying, and actually it suited their lifestyle and their situation. So disclaimer, if bulk buying suits you and helps you save money, keep doing it. Obviously, this is just things that, didn't work for me. The reason it did not work for me is because I would buy multiples of those products and therefore spend more money and not use up the entire product, and also have a crap ton of stuff in the flat that I had to buy more organizational items to organize. So for me, it was too much. I am very aware of the fact that I have the privilege of being able to run out of my flat and go and buy whatever just ran out, like, very quickly. I do not live in the middle of nowhere. I do not have anyone depending on the toothpaste to be there, the toilet roll to be there, apart from my flatmates who also contribute to replacing this stuff, right? So for me, bulk buying things just didn't make sense and caused more financial and product waste. So these are a couple of things that, pieces of advice that didn't work for me. I've got so many more. There's so many things I've tried that didn't really work. So if you're a fellow recovering type A control freak who's getting quite good with money, let me know what works for you down in the comments. Also, if any of these things that I've mentioned in this video do work for you, put them down below and tell me why. I would love to know why you like a cash envelope. It would make my day. Thanks for watching this video, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the new Michaelicious. And I'll see you in the next one.